Then we moved in Escalate for COVID project, where we applied and customized the solution to the COVID-19 pandemic. And now, of course, we have LIGATE, where we want to make a further step to the maturity of the code, moving up again on the TRL levels.
Welcome to Chelonia Podcast, a podcast about the use of scientific discoveries and of technology application. We provide the best information on projects participated by Chelonia and many more. My name is Gabriella Bernardi. I'm a science journalist, and in today's episode we talk about LIGATE project with Professor Gianluca Palermo from Politecnico di Milano. Nice to meet you, and would you please introduce yourself and tell us something about the role of your company in the LIGATE project?
Hi, Gabriella. My name is Gianluca Palermo, and I'm an associate professor at Politecnico di Milano within the Department of Electronics, Information and Bioengineering. I'm the principal investigator for the Polimi Research Unit and technical responsible for the LIGEN platform within the LIGATE project. LIGEN is the virtual screening software within a larger Escalate framework that is led by Dompe. That is a backbone of a wider collaboration that involves my team at Polimi, the supercomputing department at Cineca, and of course Dompe. To go a bit deeper in what is the role of Polimi within the consortium, we can say that that is mainly twofold. On one side, we are part of the LIGEN platform development team, with a particular emphasis on several directions that are from code optimization of the docking modules to the porting of LIGEN on heterogeneous architectures such as GPUs, in evaluating and integrating novel technologies within LIGEN, such as AI and machine learning engines, and on the scaling of the software to the whole supercomputing center. On the other side, we are also developers of the Margo framework for auto-tuning of software parameters. When we talk about auto-tuning refers to an optimization phase of the code that is about the search of the optimal configuration of the software depending on the execution environment of the code, so the target platform and on the data that we are processing. Auto-tuning is especially important when we consider the rapid growth of the computing infrastructure in terms of size, but also in terms of heterogeneity, because it's an excellent tool to improve the performance portability of a code.
What are the goals that you expect from the LIGATE project?
Well, of course, the main goal of the LIGATE project is to develop the first European portable and tunable drug discovery platform. That we say that the platform should be exascale ready, so ready to run on exascale HPC machine. And the goal is also to use it to promptly respond to a worldwide pandemic crisis, as the one that we are having right now. LIGATE works in the field of in silico virtual screening. That is a very preliminary step in the drug discovery process that makes use of a computational technique to reduce a large library of compounds to a limited number of candidate molecules to be further analyzed in the subsequent steps of the drug discovery process. In silico virtual screening, it's a very important phase in case you are considering already existing drugs, so the retargeting of drugs. But it's even more important when the molecules that are under consideration are completely new. So they can be in the order of billions of items. So that we are talking about, in this case, the de novo design of drugs. On the other side, from a technological point of view, the goals that we want to reach inside LIGATE are mainly two, are targeted to ligand, and these to have it running faster and running everywhere. Running fast means that we want to have ligands, the drug discovery platform, to be able to run extreme scale simulation within a reasonable time. We can call this the ligand optimization challenge. While running everywhere refers to the fact that we want to have the possibility to run the outcomes of the LIGATE project on all the European pre-exascale machines at maximum performance. And this is something that we call the LIGATE portability challenge. Of course, to reach those goals, we need to redesign the already existing application with the capability not only of exploiting current heterogeneous resource, but to be general enough to run on different architecture. We want to adapt and optimize the code exploiting auto-tuning and approximate computing technique to speed up the computation and improve the efficiency. We want to exploit artificial intelligence engines to focus the computation only to the most interesting items. And of course, from a technological point of view, we want also to study the I/O subsystem of the application, because the application is embarrassing parallel, which means that they can scale easily to the whole supercomputing machine. But considering the speed that we want to run, we want to make running the ligand software, it moves from an embarrassing parallel application to a high throughput application where the I/O, so the input output, can be the bottleneck for scaling in terms of performance.
What do you think are the benefits for the European community and for society in general?
Well, of course, the first benefit is clear, as been mentioned before, and is the fact that we want to build the first exascale-ready European drug discovery platform capable to run extreme scale simulation. So this is the first, and is clear. We want to, inside the LIGATE project, we want to demonstrate the effectiveness of the technologies, not only considering the extra functional aspect that I mentioned before, such as portability and improvement in performance, but also analyzing the actual advantages that this innovative computer-aided drug discovery platform can bring on the target domain. In particular, we plan to validate the platform on scientifically recognized benchmark for structure-based drug discovery, but also we plan to select internationally accepted data sets as target use case for demonstrating at the end the usage of the platform. LIGATE plans to make the platform available for government following the urgent computing priorities, but also want to support the competitiveness of European pharmaceutical industry by providing world-class drug discovery services. I think that the platform will be completely developed in Europe with the capability of running on all European supercomputers, making it an European strategic asset in case of pandemic. Europe is doing in the recent years a great investment on HPC infrastructures and technologies. And I think that this platform can demonstrate the return of investment for the society.
Do you feel that the LIGATE project represents a game changer in pharmacological, medical, and computer research fields?
Yes, of course, yes. I think that the LIGATE project can unlock the possibility to have a push-button framework capable to run at exascale, extreme scale simulations in the context of drug discovery. The solution is designed to target urgent computing, and in our case, that means pandemic crisis. The possible impact of the project comes also to the fact that the core team behind LIGATE does not start from scratch and comes after several years of collaboration and now 3 European projects in a row. We started working together in Antarex, where the drug discovery platform has been initially designed to target urgent computing. Then we moved in Escalate for COVID project, where we applied and customized the solution to the COVID-19 pandemic. And now, of course, we have LIGATE, where we want to make a further step to the maturity of the code, moving up again on the TRL levels. The software platform, I think that by itself is something unique. It has been designed since the beginning, having in mind HPC resources. And I think that also thanks to the high-level challenges that we have within LIGATE, it is an excellent demonstrator for all the technology that we have and we are going to develop within LIGATE. Not only LIGEN, but also all the technologies that are developed aside LIGEN. I think that the LIGATE team is an experienced research and development team, and we will see in the near future the first tangible results of the project.
Thank you so much, Professor Gianluca Palermo, for joining us today on this podcast, and thank you, our listeners. If you have any question about today's show, you can get in touch on LIGATE Twitter and feel free to subscribe Chelonia.Swiss website and be part of the community. In the meantime, stay tuned for our next interview. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabriella.